What do the 5 fingers say to the face? PSA JAKL, baby, here we go. Woo, baby. Daddy likes. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! All right, y'all. This is a video that I've been waiting for a long time to make, and that's the PSA JAKL. This thing is an absolute jackhammer. It's fantastic. I love it. You know, man, I just cannot say enough. I've really enjoyed shooting this particular gun. I did opt to SBR this particular one. It does have one of the JMAC customs folding stock in their stock mechanism. This particular gun is really cool because the JAKL upper will work on any standard mil-spec AR lower, which is a really nice feature. It is a hybrid long stroke gas piston system that uses a shortened buffer system that is captured within the upper so that you don't have to have any type of a buffer assembly like on a traditional AR, and that's how you're able to get the folding stock mechanism to keep the gun in a nice compact configuration. These are available obviously in a pistol form. I did opt to SBR this particular one, but we are going to shoot the gun a little bit more. This one is wearing a Gideon Optics Mediator red dot, which is a perfect fit for this particular gun. I'm going to shoot this out to 300 yards, and we have 0 magnification, so we are not running any type of a magnifier. We're just going to have some fun with it. The charging handle on this gun can be put on either side. Okay, right now it's set up for left side charge, which is nice because if you're running the fire control hand, you can manipulate the bolt by operating it from the left side of the gun. You do have M-LOK accessory slots through and throughout on this particular gun, as well as QD points. You got a QD point on the JMAC stock in 2 locations, a QD point up here on the front of the handguard. This is a 10.5-inch barrel with a 1 in 10 twist. The upper on these is 6105 monolithic upper, so all metal and everything. Some people were asking if it was polymer. It's not polymer. All right, I'm just gonna have a little fun here, and we're gonna shoot this bad boy. I'm just gonna run it loud. All right. Now I've got a target cam set up down at 300 because I'm real curious to see if I can connect at 300 yards with this thing. I don't really know. I did a little basic testing, but let's just have some fun with it, shall we? All right, so we'll start out at 100. $200. Okay, now 3. Oh boy, very cool. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. 300 yards with a red dot and a 10.5-inch barrel. Ridiculous. Oh boy. Wow. Holy Moses, is this thing freaking accurate. I mean, for a little 10.5-inch barrel, long stroke gas piston, nice short little setup, folding stock mechanism, side charge, non-reciprocating charging handle. I think it's got a lot of things going for it. I'm happy with it so far. All right, 100. Two. Yes, sir. All right, back out to 3. All right, this time we're gonna be really adventurous. Let's try a 12-inch plate at 300 yards with a red dot out of a 10.5-inch barrel. This is XM 193 55 grain ammunition. This is PMC ammunition. All right, we'll see how dialed in this thing is, won't we? This might be a shot in the dark, but let's give it a try. I don't know if we're dialed in good enough to hit that little plate from here. You know, I am ridiculously pleased with this particular gun. Absolutely pleased with it. Wow. You know, it's like I know that PSA gets a lot of hate, and I feel like that hate is not really warranted or deserved, right? You know, a lot of people think that they just make like cheaper ARs and that's all they're known for. I mean, I think it's commendable that they make an AR that is affordable, okay, that people can get into. But it's also nice to see them, you know, kind of getting out into their own territory and doing something like the JAKL that is, you know, kind of a hodgepodge of different gun designs. You know, it kind of takes some elements from the AR 180 series and things like that. It takes some elements from the AK being a long stroke gas piston operation. You know, it takes a lot of elements. Obviously, it marries elements of the AR-15 because you got the AR-15 compatibility on the lower and everything, and the magazine compatibility, which of course is extremely reliable. We know after all these years that AR mags work, AR lowers work, and everything like that. Plus, they already make AR lowers. Well, then why not just make the gun accept, you know, a standard AR lower? So that's very smart on their part. And I love the way they did the adapter that goes on, you know, the back of a regular AR buffer area there. It's smart because it looks seamless. It looks like it belongs. It looks like it was made that way. And that I can certainly appreciate. These guns are fantastic. You know, I do want to do maybe a little bit more suppressed work with these particular guns because they do have an adjustable gas system you can kind of play with a bit. But I wanted to run this thing just loud and kind of play around with it and give you guys some initial thoughts on the JAKL. They did recently release this gun in a 300 blackout. I think that would be an exciting setup to have in something like this because 300 blackout lends itself really well to a short barrel. So that's something that this gun definitely has going for it. You know, is the nice compact length. You know, if you did this in a 300 blackout with a suppressor, that could certainly get into some interesting territory, especially if they wound up designing this thing with maybe a larger forend towards the end. Like I know with a monolithic forend or a monolithic upper, it might be hard to have, you know, two varying degrees of, let's just say, internal diameter, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of it being monolithic. However, if they did do that, I could see like having like can up under the handguard would be kind of cool, you know, get it nice and compact. And then with the folding stock or folding brace, you could certainly get into some cool territory with a 300 blackout version. So we may mess around with that in the future, but this is the 5.56 one and I'm digging it. And I think this Gideon Mediator is the perfect setup for this particular gun. I really, really like it. So I wanted to share it. You know, I want to definitely give PSA some love because they make a great product and I am absolutely over the moon with this particular gun, and I hope you guys like it too. Many more videos on the way. Have yourselves a good one. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, okay? There's lots of cool deals I'm always posting, lots of pictures, behind the scenes stuff, as well as commentary. If you dare to dive into my commentary, make sure you follow me on Twitter at IraqVeteran8888. Always a great day to get out to the range, and this JAKL has been an absolute charm to shoot. I hope you all love it too. Have yourselves a great day. Many more on the way. We'll see you soon.